Egusi soup is so delicious, and this is a simple way to make egusi soup. Let's get started. First, I went in with my well-washed protein. You can use any protein of your choice. Then I added chopped onions and chopped pepper. It's optional. You can choose to add just the onions. My reason for adding pepper is just to give it the spicy flavor. Then I went ahead to add seasoning cubes. I added salt to taste. After adding salt, I went ahead to mix. Just give it a very good mix to make sure that all ingredients combine well. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you how I make my delicious egusi soup. I covered my meat and allowed it to cook for 20 minutes. Here I've washed my mackerel fish and I took out all the dirt in the fish. So I'll be smoking this mackerel fish, but guess what? I'll be using the air fryer to smoke my mackerel fish. When I say smoking the mackerel fish, it's just to put it in an air fryer to dry, so it will look just like the smoked fish that they sell in the market. So what I do is just to fold it and use my toothpick to hold it. After holding it, I'll then put it aside, put it in the air fryer to smoke for some time. That's to get dried. Then I went back to check my proteins. At this point, I allowed the meat to steam on its own to bring out the water in it. Then I will go ahead to add little water and allow it to cook for up to 10 minutes again. While the meat is cooking, I will go ahead to prepare the ingredients that I'll be using for the egusi soup. I'll go ahead to wash my pepper. For the pepper mix, I'll be using just onion, scotch bonnet pepper and chili. To prepare the pepper mix, I'll make sure to take out all the seeds and blend. At this point, I went back to check my protein and it is ready. In a pot, I added palm oil. Make sure to reduce the heat. After that, I added some onions and gave it a good mix so that it can release its flavor into the oil. Then I added blended crayfish. I love to add blended crayfish so that it can release its flavor. After adding the blended crayfish, I will go ahead to mix well. I as well saved some crayfish that I'll be adding towards the end of the cooking. So I add crayfish at the beginning and also at the end because the crayfish gives the soup a very nice flavor. So now it's time to add our pepper mix. The blended pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, chili and onions. Then after adding it, you just give it a very good mix to allow all the ingredients combine well. Cover to cook for some minutes. While the pepper mix is cooking, I will go ahead to prepare egusi. To prepare the egusi mix, I love to mix my egusi with the meat stock because the meat stock gives it a very nice flavor. You can choose to use water, but I prefer the meat stock. Try the meat stock and you will enjoy it. So I added the meat stock to the egusi and I'm going to keep on mixing until everything is well combined. I'll keep on mixing like you can see in the video until it is well combined. There is no lumps in the egusi. Then I will proceed to fry. Today's special shout out goes to our dear friend Adrianda. Thank you for watching our video. Thank you for your lovely comments. It feels good to know that people from all parts of the world can connect to our video. Please don't forget to leave your comments below so that we can also give you a shout out. I would also love to know how you prepare your egusi soup. Would you like to try this method? And to my amazing subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching our videos. At this point, the pepper mix is ready, so I'll go ahead to add my egusi, well mixed egusi. So I'll just keep on adding it bit by bit, and make sure the stove is on a medium heat to avoid it from getting burnt. If you are still watching this video till this moment, this is the right time to hit the subscribe button and also leave your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video with your friends so that they can also learn how to make a delicious egusi soup. I kept on adding the egusi bit by bit to give it room to fry well. Now, while I'm adding the egusi, the stove is on medium heat. After adding the egusi, the next thing I'll do is to cover it and allow it to cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Then at this point, I opened the pot and it is a bit fried. I will give it a stir. Don't leave it too much to avoid it getting burnt. While you are giving the egusi a mix, the whole ingredients is combining and the egusi is frying. So you can choose to keep on turning it this way. Just continue giving it a good mix while it's frying to avoid it getting burnt, because when you leave it just like that, it might get burnt. So I just keep on giving it a good mix, combining all the ingredients together and preventing it from getting burnt. I will do this process for 2 to 5 minutes, ensuring that the egusi is well fried. When the egusi is fried, it gets hard. It will change. You will see the changes in the egusi because it's going to get a bit firm. Then I'll go ahead to add my proteins. After adding my proteins, I'll give it another mix, combining all the ingredients. Now, the reason why I add the protein is for it to cook with the egusi and also to release more flavors to the soup. So adding the protein at this point release more flavor to the soup. It makes it to taste well. Then the next thing is to add my meat stock. I just added the meat stock and mix everything to combine well. Always remember the meat stock is very important while making egusi soup because it gives the soup very nice taste and very nice flavor. So adding the meat stock to the egusi is very good. Then adding the meat also, so that everything will boil together and it will combine well and you will get a very good taste after making the soup. The next ingredient I added was the seasoning powder to give it a very nice taste. Then I will go ahead to add salt. Add salt according to your preference. Then after adding salt, remember I said I saved some crayfish earlier. Now I added some crayfish. After adding the crayfish, I'll mix to allow all the ingredients combine well. Then cover to cook for 10 to 20 minutes. While the egusi soup is cooking, I will go ahead to prepare the rest ingredients I need for the soup. So I'll be using kale leaf for this egusi soup and also spinach. I'm using 2 vegetables for the soup, the kale and the spinach. While the soup is cooking, I'll go ahead to prepare my vegetables. I'll cut my kale and also the spinach. Why I love egusi soup is that you can cook it with any method you like and prefer, and it's going to come out nice. The most important thing is just cooking it the right way. And also you can use any leaf of your choice and still get a very delicious egusi soup. I love egusi soup so much because it is high in protein and also a good source of healthy fat. Adding vegetables to it tops it up because it's just like having all the food nutrients you need in a meal: vegetable, protein, carbohydrates, everything. Even while trying to watch your weight, you can still eat your delicious egusi soup. The most important thing is portion control while eating your meals. You can still enjoy your regular meals just in the right proportion. Egusi soup is also good for weight management. The high protein and fiber content in egusi soup can promote a feeling of fullness, which may help reduce overall calories intake and assist in weight management. So you see, egusi soup is very good, and also it helps digestive health. At this point, our soup is well cooked, and we'll go ahead to add the remaining ingredients to complete the cooking. I went ahead to give it a good mix. Once your egusi soup is looking this way, which means the egusi is ready, it's well cooked and well fried. Now the fish is ready. I'll be adding it to the soup. I'll just go ahead to shred the fish into bits, then add it up to the soup. It's well shredded now. Then I'll go ahead to add it in the soup and give it a good mix to combine well. The next ingredient I'll be adding to our egusi soup is the vegetable. The vegetables should always be the last ingredients to be added to the soup, because we don't want the vegetable to overcook. After adding the vegetable, you can just allow it to cook for 7 to 10 minutes. I added the kale leaf first because the kale leaf is a bit hard than the spinach. After adding the kale leaf, I just give it a good mix. Then the next vegetable I'll be adding is the spinach. I added the spinach and gave it a mix and allow it to cook for 5 to 10 minutes. And at this point, our delicious egusi soup is ready. I paired my egusi soup with oat swallow. I'll just show you how I make my oat swallow. Here is my dry oat. I'll blend the oats into a powdered form. Now the oat is well blended and ready to be made. While blending the oats, I already have my pot of boiling water. The water is well boiled now. I will just reduce the heat to medium, then start adding my oat flour and continue mixing it until it becomes firm. You can also watch my full detailed video on how to make oat swallow and the reason why I started making the oat swallow, and also the health benefits of oat swallow. At this point, the oat is already firm. I will just keep on mixing, then add little water and allow it to cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Now you can see the water is still boiling, so I'll go ahead to mix it again. Just keep on mixing until it becomes more firm. Mix, mix, mix. And how to know that the oat swallow is ready? It should be stretching, like you can see in this video. It's very stretchy now, so it is well cooked and ready to be served. I paired this swallow with my egusi soup and it was so delicious. I would love to know in the comments section what swallow you love to pair your egusi soup with. Thank you so much for watching our video, and please don't forget to subscribe and share the video. Also leave your comments and like the video. Bye. See you in our next one.